Today we are ranking all 39 Clash Royale Evolutions from worst to best, so you know exactly which cards dominate in the 2025 meta. Let's get into it. Okay, so starting off the list, we have Goblin Giant Evo. Slower and easier to stop than normal Goblin Giant. F tier. Goblin Jill Evo. This card is horrible in my opinion, and people say it's even worse than the base form. Bomber. I feel like the evolution version is barely even stronger than the normal version, which makes it go in F tier. Bats. I feel like they're basically the same as normal bats, except they just do a little bit more damage, which I feel like isn't that useful. F tier. Next up, we got Hunter. This still goes in F tier for me. I mean, the trap is pretty useful and its burst is pretty decent, but for evolution, it doesn't stand out. F tier. Next up, we got the Archer's evolution, which also going in F tier for me. I know this is a bit of a controversial pick, but I feel like it's just a little bit more damage than the actual Archer, and it's still pretty easy to counter. So F tier. Ice Spirit. Ice Spirit is also going in F tier for me because it just freezes a little bit longer than the normal Ice Spirit, which is like, it doesn't really do much for an evolution in my opinion. So F tier. Alright, next up we're moving on to the C tier. So starting off the C tier, I think we're gonna go with Tesla, which I feel like it's a bit better than the normal Tesla because it has a lot more damage, obviously. But it doesn't stand out amongst everything else, so I'm gonna put it in C tier. And next up we got the Wizard Evo. I feel like the Wizard Evo is still pretty slow. It just has a bigger splash and that's it, so C tier. Next up, we got Evo Dark Goblins. I personally like this card. I used it in my deck, but I think it's just like it's basically the same thing as normal. The Dark Goblins, it shoots a little faster, so stat goes in C tier. Evo Mortar. I feel like it's a pretty skilled card to use, and it's not really seen in a lot of decks, but it is slightly better than the normal Mortar. Next up, we got the Battle Ram Evo. It's just a slightly faster version than the normal Battle Ram, and it's not really used that much, so I'm just gonna put it in C tier. Royal Recruits Evo also going in C tier. Just slightly tankier than normal Royal Recruits. And it doesn't really stand out amongst all the other evolutions that'll come up next, so I'm gonna have to put it in C tier. Musketeer Evo. It's a bit harder. Nothing else. C tier. Next up, we got the Lumberjack Evo. Faster than normal, but it's still slightly fragile, which I'm gonna put it in C tier. Okay, so moving on to the B tier. Starting off the B tier, I'm gonna put Royal Giants. I just feel like it deals a bit more damage than the normal Royal Giants, and that just makes it go in B tier. It's an average card. Firecracker Evolution. Shoots a bit further and is faster than normal. B tier. Knight's Evolution. Even though this card has a lot of health, in my opinion, it's still a little bit like it's barely better than the normal Knight. It's a decent card, solid card, but it's gonna go in B tier. Goblin Barrel. I mean, it just shoots another Goblin Barrel, which is pretty good if I'm being honest, but it's still a bit worse than the top few cards that'll come up, so I'm gonna have to put it in B tier. Inferno Dragon Evolution. It's a decent card to deal with bigger tanks. It burns faster and stronger than normal Inferno Dragon, thus going in B tier. Next up, we got the new Royal Hogs evolution. It has a few more abilities than the normal Royal Hogs. Obviously, they can fly, deals a bit more damage, but I wouldn't consider it as like one of the best win conditions, so it has to go in B tier. Next up, we got the Electro Dragon. Chain damage is a lot more stronger than the normal Electro Dragon, but other than that, there's no other buffs to this card. Therefore, it has to go in B tier. And finally, we've got the Skeletons evolution. I think it's a pretty good card, but I feel like it barely does anything more than the normal Skeletons. And it's a bit worse than the cards that'll come up, so I think it's going to go to B tier. Okay, next up we got the A tier. This is where things get a bit more spicy. The cards are actually going to be pretty good from now on. We're starting off the A tier. I'm going to have to go with the Skarmy evolution. I feel like it's a pretty good card because it spawns more Skeletons faster, and it's really good for countering against bigger tanky cards. Next up we got the Pekka Evo, which I feel like is a pretty good card. I mean, it can counter Mega Knight, it can counter a lot of tanky cards, and it can heal itself, which makes it pretty good, in my opinion. Therefore, it goes in A tier. Alright, guys, I guess I forgot about the Goblin Cage. I'm gonna put that around C tier because I feel like Goblin Cage, it's a bit better than the normal Goblin Cage, but it doesn't stand out as an evolution. Okay, back to the A tiers. Next up, I'm gonna go with Baby Dragon. It's a good card, but unfortunately, it got nerfed to 2 cycles, which still makes it a good card because of the splash damage. But if it was 1 cycle, I'd probably put it in S tier. Then we got the Royal Ghost evolution. The Royal Ghost evolution is faster, it's stronger than the normal evolution, which makes it much more better. So that's gonna go in A tier. Next up, I'm gonna go with the Witch Evo. It's a really great card, but I just feel like it doesn't go up with the S tier ones. So therefore, it's gonna go in A. Next up, I got the Giant Snowball Evo. It's a good spell, it can fend off many troops, and splash damage is pretty big, so I'm gonna go A tier. I'm also gonna go with Evo Executioner in A, even though I love this card. But again, I just feel like it's not on the same level as the cards in S tier. Okay, guys, I also forgot about the evil barbarians. I'm gonna put that in C tier. Also, I feel like it's one of the worst troops in the game. Okay, back to A tier. Last but not least, we have Mega Knight. Really, really good card. It's just that it doesn't go on the level with S tier. Once again, it is going to go a little bit under an A tier. Okay, finally we have the S tier cards. These, in my opinion, are the best cards in the game. Alright, starting off, we have Evo Valkyrie. Best defensive card in the game, and it hits much harder. Evo Zap. Much stronger, can take out a lot more troops, and one of the best Evo spells in the game. Also going in S tier. Evo Wall Breakers. I mean, like, these things are impossible to kill. It can give lots of damage in towers. It's one of the best win conditions, in my opinion. Evil Furnace. I really like Evil Furnace because I feel like fire spirits are really important and it's just stronger in general. So that goes in S tier for me. Evil Cannon. Much stronger than the normal cannon. Can take out troops all across the map. And yeah, it's just one of the best cards. Last but not least, we have the Evo Skeleton Barrel. This card is just really broken in my opinion. One of the best win conditions. It's just really good. And there we have it. This is our completed tier list. Let me know down below in the comments if you would change anything. And by the way, guys, this is all just my opinion. And so tell me if you guys would suggest anything different. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. See you guys next time.